Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with Dragon Age Inquisition, and we are here in the, well, we're not in the Exalted Plains yet, but we're about to head there. I'm right now in Skyhold. I think I'm going to start by just going here and going to the Fens camp and checking out, clearing this rift here, and checking out if there's anything interesting here. If there's not, I'll probably, I know there's other stuff here waiting on the other side of the bridge, but I kind of want to clear out this area to the east of the river before I head west of the bridge, because that looks like it's going to be a whole separate area. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm approaching the Fade Rift, and I continue to be impressed with just the little world-building details here, with how just on the way to this Fade Rift, there's just a little grove. This is Gamordan's grove. I don't remember what Gamordan is the god of, but it's this little graveyard with these elven, graves from probably elves who fell in the war. Very nice touch. So I just finished this little rift. I'll keep exploring here, but it just hit me. I kind of wish that there were more variety in these rifts. That there were some that were just like I'm thinking of the like the fates in Final Fantasy XIV, where some are like big bosses, others are like little packs of ads that keep coming, like a couple of waves. Other you have to mix like collecting stuff and killing stuff. And maybe that's, no, I don't feel like that's a lot to ask. I think that could have done something, like they could have changed the types of bosses that came out of them depending on the area or the region. I don't know. As is, it's a little bit, it's a little bit samey, and it's a game mechanic, but I think they could have done more with it. So there's two things coming up here, two little question marks. Is that a gallows or something under construction? Maybe there's a landmark in a cave and a mosaic piece. Nice. The dead hand. The great stone was something of a mystery. The great stone hand was something of a mystery. One assumes it is a piece broken off from a larger whole. If so, judging by the size of that one hand, I imagine the entire sculpture to be, well, large enough to require the use of obscenities to describe it. Thus, I have only one question: where is the rest of the statue? It's difficult to imagine how something so large could go missing. From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, Adventurer. Yeah, that's a good question, unless it was maybe just a hand. Probably not. It seems unlikely. So what's back here? That's where we just came from. Okay. And there's a cave. It looks like it drops down. Is this just a dead end aside from the cave? It certainly looks like it. Alright, let's check the cave out. Drop. Climb down. So this is a very vertical cave so far, with a rock floating in the air. A couple of rocks floating in the air. I assume it's a bug unless I'm... There's three of them though. Is this trying to tell me something? Or is it just a bug? Hard to tell. Ooh, whoops. Discover the dead hand. So we're beneath the dead hand, or are we about to explore where the rest of the statue is? So like a catacombs of some kind, like a nice mist effect. At some point, as soon as I see something I care about, I'll clear some room out. What's this? Ooh, a book. Falon Din, Friend of the Dead, Guide. O Falon Din, Lethanavir, Friend of the Dead, guide my feet, calm my soul, lead me to rest. In ancient times, the people were ageless and eternal, and instead of dying would enter Uthanera, the long sleep, and walk the shifting paths beyond the veil with Falon Din and his brother Dirthamen. Those elders would learn the secrets of dreams, and some returned to the people with newfound knowledge. But we quickened and became mortal. I like the term quickened here. Like they had a very slow existence. I know that's not what the word quickened generally means, but in this context, but it has a nice double meaning here. Those are the people who passed, walked with Falon Din into the beyond, and never returned. If they took counsel with Dirthamen on their passage, his wisdom was lost, for it went with them into the beyond and never came to the people. Then Fenriril, who we keep hearing about, caused the gods to be shut away from us, and those who passed no longer had Falon Din to guide them. And so we learned to lay our loved ones to rest with an oaken staff, to keep them from faltering along the paths, and a cedar branch, and to scatter the ravens named Fear and Deceit, who were once servants of Dirthamen, now without a master, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Ralofer and clan of the Dalish Elves. Yeah, I mean, Fenriril really did a number on the elves, separating them from their heritage, from their gods, very physically separating them from them. Both positive and negative. What do we do? Okay, so I see a gate open to the right there. Not sure if more stuff opened too. So this is a torch, but it's not a Veilfire torch. I was able to light it. Unless I'm meant to take a... No, I can't take a piece of it. So what are these? Got an archer symbol here. Got antlers. Or trees. These look kind of like the Destiny 2 tree that is in the recent season, that white tree. They have that same kind of artificial almost roundness and smoothness. So that opened up and allowed us to light a torch. Can only one be lit at a time? Or is there an order that they have to be lit in? Oh shit. Okay, so that's... I'm just pulling stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing here. So I just blocked the path of that arrow. But now there was an owl, a wolf. Where's that wolf? Oh, the wolf was raised up. Are the torches still lit? No, the torch is out. Kind of fumbling around here, just seeing what happens. Maybe I'll have to use more critical thinking as things go on. So let's light a different torch. No, that was the same torch as before. No? What happens if we pull the owl up now? What does that do? So it redirects the archer. He shoots this thing and lights it up. So now we want to drop this. So I think the goal is then probably to light all these things. Okay. The owl here does what? It redirects it. The owl, okay, the owl, sorry I'm being slow at this. It's taking a second for it to sink in. The owl redirects it. The wolf is raised. This pulley here in the direction's gonna be tough. This pulley pulls down the gates, but it pulls up this gate. There's another pulley inside there. What does lighting that fire do? I'm not sure. I don't want to pull the owl again because there's no point to it. No point to it just yet. Is there more stuff down here? This is definitely interesting. Oh, mosaic piece from Invasion. How do I get in there? I feel like I'm definitely missing a tool in this thing. Remind me what happens when I pull this. So is that the only thing that happens? It just changes those two doors? And if so, how do I unlock? Unless... So, Sarah... No, don't defend. How do I put her here and keep her here? No, that's not who I want to move there. I use my other characters so infrequently that...
I couldn't help but notice you took to collecting spiders after the jaunt through Adamant.
Some people saw spiders in there. I thought they'd be useful.
Adorable. But manipulating fear is a touch more complicated than hoping Corypheus recruited a legion of arachnophobes.
You don't need to be afraid of spiders to not want them in your small clothes.
Oh yes, we will be testing that in a most intimate manner.
Ew, you're just not right.
Yeah, Vivian, don't mess with Vivian. So, alright, this... Let's make her go here. No, damn it. Okay. Okay, let's make her go here. Now Sarah should be able to access this. What did it do? Did that move one of the other things down? No, it didn't. What did that pulley just do? What did that second pulley just do, though? Did it open up a... Yes, it did. It opened this up. Holding, holding, holding. Now what did that do? Did that... It temporarily dropped the wolf, or dropped one of the wolves. But only temporarily. As soon as I let it go, there's a short window where it moves. So I'm really uncomfortable with how this works. Like, I'm not sure quite what the timing on this is. No, actually, don't do this. So I'm going to try to set it up so that... Alright, let's set it up. Oh, and then there's this thing, right? Alright, let's do that. Who's at the... Okay. This. How do I make her stay on it, though? Because I think that's the key to this, is I have to find a way to make my party members stay in a certain area. Hold, there we go. Double click his hold position. Hopefully that's hold until they tell him to move otherwise. That may be the answer to this puzzle. Perfect. Okay, so we don't need the blue thing anymore. Now we need these next two. One of them I sort of know how to do. Alright, you stay here. Sarah? No, Sarah, you're going to be useless for me for a little bit, and that's okay. Blackwall. Hold position here. Okay, switch back to black. Blackwall is down, right? No, Blackwall is one up. So this, one up to Blackwall, and then one down to Vivienne. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, okay, okay. So just one more now. We just have to do one more. How do we lower this one? What have we not uncovered yet? Something in there? So we've beaten this side. We've defeated that side. What else am I missing? So something to do with the torch, because I still don't know what the torches do yet. Now that both torches are lit up, that shifts it down a little bit. There's one more torch there must be. Okay, let's take this one at a time. You stay put. Hold position. My character will go seek out torch number 2. Or Alana will seek out torch number 2. So Alana and Sarah are standing by. Blackwall, you're going to find torch number 3. If you can. No, Blackwall, you're gonna... Let's take care of what we know first. Blackwall, you can go there. Get ready to pull that thing. And Vivienne, seek out torch number 4. Or 3. This. I'm getting lost in my parties. I've never had to do this before, so this is pretty new to me. So Alana... So Vivienne, Alana... Sarah. God, why doesn't it just let me bring me to the character themselves? Sarah. Okay, Sarah will do her torch and then Blackwall last. We'll do the thing. Actually, let's start with, let's start with Blackwall. Set it up. Okay. Give him the new order to hold position. And let's try this. 1, 2, 3, go. First attempt. Go, 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 go. Yes! Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that was so cool. Where are you going? Are you going to open up the treasure room? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, I love that. I love, love, love that. Superb Amulet of Cunning. Let me get that in just a second. Okay, I just had to clear out some of my stuff. Okay. Okay. That was awesome. That was one of my favorite puzzles so far. So now the rest of the catacombs opens up, it looks like. God, that was so cool. That was so cool. And that got me to use my party in a way I hadn't this whole game. Oh, shit. You scared the crap out of me, Arcane Horror. Even if you're level 11, that was a good jump scare. Let me just backtrack a sec before I move on. Anything else that I missed over here? Ooh, examine. I didn't examine this. Dirthamen, Keeper of Secrets. The twins Falondin and Dirthamen. That makes sense. So Falondin is like the god of death. Dirthamen's the god of secrets. It makes sense that they're twins. Are the eldest children of Elgarnon, the Allfather, and Mythal, the Protector. The brothers were inseparable from the moment of their conception, known for their great love of each other. That is why we often speak of Falondin in one breath and Dirthamen the next, for they cannot bear to be apart, not even in our tales. When the world was young, the gods often walked the earth, and Falondin and Dirthamen were no exception. Both were delighted by the many wonders of our earth. They played with the animals, whispered to the trees, and bathed in the lakes and streams. Their days were filled with bliss, and they did not know sorrow. And then one day, while passing through the forest, Falondin and Dirthamen came across an old and sickly deer resting beneath a tree. "Why do you sit so still, little sister?" asked Falondin. "Play with us," said Dirthamen. "Alas," spoke the deer, "I cannot. I am old, and although I wish to go to my rest, my legs can no longer carry me." Taking pity on the deer, Falondin gathered her up into his arms and carried her to her rest beyond the vale. Dirthamen tried to follow them, but the shifting gray paths beyond the veil would not let him. Separated for the first time from Falondin, Dirthamen wandered aimlessly till he came across two ravens. "You are lost, and soon you will fade," the raven named Fear said to Dirthamen. "Your brother has abandoned you. He no longer loves you," said the other named Deceit. Yeah, this is very much a very direct morality play, like a pre-Chaucer morality play. "I am not lost, and Falondin has not abandoned me," replied Dirthamen. He subdued the ravens and bade them carry him to Falondin. This they did, for they had been defeated and were now bound to Dirthamen's service. Yeah, he had confidence in his own truth. When Dirthamen found Falondin, he found also the deer, who once again was light on her feet, for her spirit was released from her weakened body. Both Falondin and Dirthamen rejoiced to see this. Falondin vowed that he would remain to carry all the dead to their place beyond, just as he did the deer, and Dirthamen stayed with him, for the twins could not bear to be apart. That was beautiful. I love that myth. I don't know why. That really hits home with me. From the story of Falondin and Dirthamen is told by Gisharel, keeper of the Rolafferin clan of the Dalish Elves. There's sort of a wish fulfillment there. That's what I hope Fear and Deceit are, defeated by confidence in one's own truth and one's own reality.
You're right, Lady Vivienne.
Whatever are you talking about, darling?
In our last fight, I saw you take a blow. If I'd been there quicker...
Oh, aren't you precious?
I appear to have offended.
No, dear. You couldn't possibly offend me.
I think you did. Here's, by the way, all right, two things. Let me finish that thought. There's something wish fulfillment-y about the idea that you can just conquer those things, fear and deceit, and rise above them, and the idea that death is a release, and it's a thing where you're separated and freed from things holding you back, rather than, I don't know, hell, even heaven. Both of those seem like they could weigh you down, but I guess this is a form of heaven. The other thing, though, I've been thinking about Vivienne, and her thing about the alchemist, and the way she speaks. Here's my guess about Vivienne. I think Vivienne is like 150 years old, and I think she takes this potion to stay young. There's something very fairy tale-ish about the whole Bring Me the Heart of Snow White and just everything about her, about this whole plot. I'm not confident in that. I think maybe it's like a 40% chance of that, but that's my best guess at this point. Zoop. And we made it out. We made it through. Discovered the Crow Fens. So I had some thoughts on this place overall, namely that I hated it. That is not true. I liked everything kind of to the south here. I love that section we just went through. That was one of the coolest parts of this game for me. It's really just this this mountainy, like the barricades area where I really dislike. What else we got here? Oh, I forgot to bring Cassandra. My bad. She'll be okay. She'll trust us to finish the job. Cassandra approves. Ferelden Lock. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's push westward then towards the snow. Okay, so there's Phaedrift, and Snow White. Let's see if we can clear those before this session wraps up. Ooh, what's back here?
Know what it's like to have leeches in your pants? No? Well, now you do.
That's disgusting, and also why lakes used to scare me as a kid. I think I saw that thing in Stand By Me, that scene in that fantastic Stephen King movie Stand By Me, and it just stuck with me. Ooh, landmark up ahead. So we just cleared a rift, but I don't tend to show this just because they're not that interesting at this point. What is this landmark? They're not that interesting to me, I should say. And this is a point I should make. Usually if I include something or remove something, it's because I either respectively find it interesting and I would watch it, or I don't find it interesting and I wouldn't watch it. But if y'all have different feelings about that, definitely let me know. I'm not wed to this philosophy at all. If there's stuff that y'all would find interesting that I do not, let me know if you want me to keep it in. Like if you found it interesting when I'm, I don't know, shuffling around my gear or anything like that. I don't think it is, and I would skip it probably, but if you think it's interesting, I will absolutely add it in. Broken Dog. I intended to take a charcoal rubbing of the beautiful elven carvings on the stone to present to a scholar at the University of Orlais for translation. Unfortunately, halfway through the process, the chilling sensation of something brushing my leg beneath the dark water interrupted me. I dropped both scroll and charcoal stick and began running, not stopping until I was on dry ground. What's about to attack us? From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, Adventurer. Maybe nothing. Maybe it was just those leeches you were talking about. Okay, moving on. Do you hear that? You hear that stomping? Was that the... Alright, I'm saving. That stomping sounds means it's time to save. Maybe that's the white wyvern that she was talking about. Oh. It's a big white wyvern. Yeah, it's a big white wyvern. It's a full-on dragon. I'm guessing this is a high dragon fight. Do we have to clear this? Yeah, what we heard was it's flapping. We'd probably have to clear this fader first. Alright, where are you? Where are you, white? You're not white. I'm not sure how to get it to come down, so we'll keep looking. Maybe that's not the white. Maybe I was expecting like an albino type griffin. Or wyvern. Alright, what's here? Offering to the Dread Wolf. Dalish believe that Fen'Harel, the Dread Wolf, locked the gods of good and evil away. Only he walks free. Although they see him as a betrayer, elves still erect shrines to Fen'Harel. One imagines they do not revere him so much as seek to appease him lest they draw his gaze. That makes sense, if he's the only game in town especially. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. So, Fen'Harel is that, I guess the, I'm not sure which of these wolves Fen'Harel is, maybe both of them. Here, let's see if we can find that white, oh, Jesus, what happened? What happened? Was that death?
No!
This is a poison swamp? Really? I guess so. Alright, my phone is ringing at me to stop, but you know what? Look at this. We gotta try at least attacking this thing. Gamordan Stormrider. I don't think you're the Heart of Snow White. Let's try taking it on. Level 15. We shouldn't be a problem. Sarah's almost dead. That's not great. Got the block up and running. Let's charge to your back leg. Yeah, you're going down pretty quickly. Mostly, God, I love the coloring on this thing. Okay, you're gonna probably try doing a strafing zap run, right? Oh, yep, there it is. Any more zappies you got coming for me? Oh, yep, that's a yep, that's a yep. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I have to not die. Are you dead? Oh, yeah, you're dead. Quite a death animation. Oh. What beautiful coloring on this thing. Alright, let's loot it. Loot the head of the dragon. Lady Yocasta's Revenge. Okay, we'll check that out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, just a sec. Lady Yocasta's Revenge. A dagger commissioned to exact a terrible revenge on an inconstant lover. According to the tale, all it took was a single cut while he was sleeping. He died a slowing, wasting death. And I like that it deals flanking damage because it's kind of a backstabby type death, and it heals a little bit of health each time. So every time you do damage, you kind of take joy in that inconstant lover getting screwed over. Very cool. Okay. That's it for me for now. I will see you all next time when we will finish exploring this part of the And maybe we'll check out this area too. But we'll at least finish the Heart of Snow White, the other rift, and then the quarry, and then we'll take a look across the river and see what's there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.